sea. No, I won't be afraid. No, I won't be afraid. Just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me. If the sky that we look upon should tumble and fall, or the mountain should crumble to the sea, I won't cry, I won't cry, no, I won't shed a tear, just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Whenever you're in trouble, won't you stand by me? Oh, stand by me. Oh, stand by me. Stand by me.
Star Material, Skylar Gray, never heard of her before. Very lovely voice there, doing her rendition of Stand By Me. Happy Friday to everybody. You're listening to Music Without Borders live from Venice Beach, Florida. Let's get on with the show.
Lover that's always undercover, and I talk to my daddy.
from Halifax, Nova Scotia, April wine, just between you and me. Star Material, Star Material. I love it. I love it. I love it. Hey, Goth, thank you so much for the super, very very super review. You made a request for a cover from Bonnie Tyler. Is it the one from Lizelle Peters? You didn't write what the person was, and I only found one cover from 2017. Lizelle Peters, is that the one you wanted? Until then, we got Bhangra.
ਉਹ ਬੜਾ ਚਾਅ ਸੀ ਕਿ ਪਹਿਲਾਂ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਫਿਰ ਵਿਆਹ।
ਹੁਣ ਤੂੰ ਕਿਹਦੇ ਨਾਲ ਪਿਆਰ ਕਰਨਾ?
ਤੁਹਾਡੇ ਨਾਲ। ਅਗਲੇ ਜਨਮ 'ਚ ਕੀ ਪਤਾ ਕਿਹੜਾ ਪਸ਼ੂ ਜਾਨਵਰ ਬਣ ਜਾਣਾ।
ਇਹ ਤਾਂ ਹੈ, ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਵਿਆਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੁੰਦਾ, ਉਹਨਾਂ 'ਚ ਇਕੱਲਾ ਪਿਆਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ। ਜਾਨਵਰ ਕਿਸੇ ਥਾਂ ਦੇ।
Heartbreaker at the end. This song was really cool. I liked that a lot. Star Material, 1.6 billion views. That's like big. Here we go, Def Leppard.
Sitting looking pretty, a broken road.
Backstreet Boys. I haven't heard that one for a while. Great, great song. You're listening to Music Without Borders. Hey, Goth, you said when Alexander shows up, you want to have a song played for him. So here you go. Sinead O'Connor and Roger Waters. Alice Cooper, welcome to my nightmare. You listen to an all request show broadcasting from Venice Beach, Florida. This is 3 hours long. Yes, sometimes you got to be patient to hear your song. The next three lined up here, I've got John Mayer, I've got Billy Vera and the Beaters, but right now it is My Woman from Tokyo.
when you're standing before me with tears in your eyes, trying to tell me that you found you another, you just don't love me no more. What did you think I would say at this moment when I'm faced with the knowledge that you just don't love me? Did you think I would curse you or say things to hurt you? 'Cause you just don't love me no more. Did you think I could hate you or raise my hands to you? Now come on, you know me too well. How could I hurt you when, darling, I love you and you know I'd never hurt you? Do you think I would give at this moment? If you'd stay, I'd subtract 20 years from my life. I'd fall down on my knees, kiss the ground that you walk on, if I could just hold you again. Just hold you. If I could just hold you. If I could just hold you. It's not a silly little moan. It's not the storm before the calm. This is the deep and dying breath. This love that we've been working on. Can't seem to hold you like I want to, so I can feel you in my arms. Nobody's gonna come and save you. We built too many false alarms. We're going down. We're going down. tried to draw. How dare you say it's nothing to me? Baby, you're the only light I ever saw. I make the most of all the sadness. You'll be a bitch because you can. You try to hit me just to hurt me, so you leave me feeling dirty cause you can't understand. We're going down. You can see it too. We're going down. And you know that don't, my dear, we're slow dancing in the burning moon.
John Mayer with Slow Dancing. Yeah, this is a music show, so if anybody wants to come, onto my channel and it's just like fill up the chat with stuff that really has nothing to do with requesting a song, and you're just cluttering up, and then people who are coming in and watching the show, they're going, "What's up with this chat?" So this is not a place to to do potty training jokes. Okay, I'm actually a very serious musician. This is a show for music fans. This is no South Park. Okay. This is about music. That's it. This is not politics. No religion. Steer clear from all that stuff. YouTube doesn't even want us to talk about this stuff. That's for HBO and all these other channels. Okay. This is just a public radio station. It's like in the old school days. Just make a request and I'll put it on for you. It's really simple. I play everything with notes. Okay. Here's Elvis Presley by request.
Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Shall would it be a sin if I can't help falling in love with you? Like a river flows surely to the sea. So it goes, some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely to the sea. so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Take my hand, take my whole life too, for I can't help falling in love with you, for I can't help falling in love with जचे नहीं ये कोरा कोरा मन और अंग्रेजवा रोम प्रेम रंग रंग दे और अंग्रेजवा तो तेरा मनों में झाँक दे की ऊंची से की दवा सवार दे सावरिया सांस सांस ये जा रंग दे जहाँ रंग दे इश्क वाला बड़ा रंग दे मुझे जरा रूपा भी रंग दे और अंग्रेज़वा हर हर्फ तू किताबी रंग दे और अंग्रेज़वा बूंद तू मुझ में उतार दे प्यार में लगूं इतना तो प्यार चाहत रंग चढ़ा दे साथिया आफत रंग बढ़ा दे